Hello, my name is Glory Lukambo. I'm a Congolese refugee currently here in Kenya, and my home is in Kakuma refugee camp in the northern part of the country, close to the South Sudanese border. So there we live with so many other refugees in the refugee camp, and we receive a lot of international aid, a lot of support for us to carry our lives as usual. So Kakuma refugee camp is a semi-arid area in Turkana County where most people do pastoralism. But unfortunately, we have a very big number of refugees who can't do agriculture, plant-based agriculture for several reasons. Number one, not having enough water in the area, not having enough rains in the area, the drought, and many other challenges that people face. And I and a few other youth of the area, we created groups, initiatives that address these issues. So we have what we call Vijana Pesa Club, which is a youth initiative that do agricultural activities to increase food availability in the refugee camp. So we are using permaculture principles, which is very quite close to central hydroponic agriculture, where we don't use chemicals and we try to produce food that way in the refugee camp. So our main project in the refugee camp is what we call the Fishing in Insect Project, which is an initiative that through which youths rear fish, but also chicken, ducks, produce crops like rere, like sukuma wiki, and many other types of crops, and also some fruits, but also moringa, oleifera. So we do a lot of crop farming and a lot of agricultural activities with the intention of producing food that will support the nutrition of the many refugees currently living in Kakuma refugee camp. So climate issues are really at the core of our initiatives. We are trying to do our agriculture activities in a way that we protect the environment around us, in a way that we improve the quality of the soil in the refugee camp, because as I said at the beginning, Kakuma is a semi-arid area, and as a result we don't have a lot of rains. But unfortunately, when it rains, there is something we call the laga, which is a dry river. It's just a river that stays dry most of the time, but whenever it rains in Uganda or in Turkana County, it floods for a few days. And when these rivers flood for a few days, there is what we call landslides. Like we have a lot of landslides and a lot of flooding in the area, and it destroys people's homesteads, it destroys houses, it kills people, it sweeps away vehicles. So it's a very big climate issue that we need to really take care of. And I believe by doing sustainable agriculture, by doing sustainable agricultural practices, by practicing some of the skills that we are learning here, I believe that we can be able to counter some of the advancement or the growth of these dry rivers in our area. Something I haven't said yet is that the refugee camp is very small and the population there is very big. So when the rivers overflow and then they destroy houses, they destroy the refugee camp, they reduce the surface area where people live. So it's a very unwelcoming situation. Nobody would really want to live in such a situation. So it's a very bad context. And that's why I'm really, really motivated to do something small that will have an impact in the next 5, 10, or 15 years to come. And that's what we do, particularly something that also contributes to the nutrition of people, because food is a very big problem, not only in the refugee camp but in the entire Turkana County. We are facing a lot of challenges with food, so we're trying to address climate issues by producing food sustainably.